Whistler, British Columbia is widely considered one of, if not the best places on the globe for downhill mountain biking. And being only 3 or 4 hours away from that here in Seattle, it's something my friends and I try to get up there and do a couple of times every year just to enjoy some fun and get a handful of days of solid riding in. It's something we've done for the past several years now at this point, and a trip that we look forward to all year long. So keeping with tradition, we headed up there again recently for this past Labor Day weekend. And an added bonus for me was this is the first time I was going mountain biking since buying a GoPro, and I would like to show some other things on the channel occasionally besides just Harley content, so I was excited to just shoot some miscellaneous clips and see what I walked away with. The conditions were awesome almost the entire time. I think we rode 4 days in a row, so we're pretty smoked by the end of it. I didn't rock the GoPro the entire time, but I did throw it on for a handful of runs for maybe 2 days. Unfortunately, it wasn't until I got home and dumped all the footage off of my cards that I realized I'd kind of overlooked a fairly significant setting in the GoPro when I was filming the mountain biking stuff. So for all of my Harley related content, I actually shoot my GoPro at 24 frames a second, which I know is not the norm by any means. Most people shoot 60 frames a second for pretty much anything GoPro related when they're capturing sports or action of any kind. I like to shoot 24 frames a second because it does give a more cinematic look, traditionally speaking, and because I sprinkle in so much footage shot on a DSLR, I just like to have everything be more cohesive and easier in the editing process. And then just on top of that, when you're filming something like street bike riding, the bike itself, because you're traveling on road, it does stay so much more stable and smooth underneath you that I don't feel like you're getting too much motion blur in what matters within the frame. 24 frames a second did not really work for mountain biking. I kind of just forgot to change the settings, to be honest. I threw my GoPro on once we were already in the chairlift, getting up onto the mountains pretty much every day. I reviewed the footage a few times on the back of the GoPro screen just to make sure I had the angle correctly. And I was rocking a chest harness, but no gimbal. So already that makes it a little bit shakier. And when I'm riding more of the faster, smoother runs and whatnot, everything is a little bit more stable, but there's so much motion blur, and especially in a place like Whistler where you're in and out of the trees so much, there's so many objects moving by you at such a fast pace. Oh, don't die. So I suppose at the end of the day, I share this mostly for my own enjoyment now, but I also just want to be transparent when I make mistakes so that hopefully others can avoid similar issues. And now I also know what to be more mindful of next time. I definitely plan on taking the GoPro up snowboarding a couple of times this winter, and like I said, just want to kind of capitalize on the occasional opportunity to share some non-Harley related content. And in the meantime, I hope you at least enjoy a few minutes of beautiful British Columbia.
Oh, brother, I will happily order a round.
You're gonna beat us there.
I don't know, you're gonna drop straight down the fucking mountain.
Are you trying to pass the first? I thought you would jump. Oh, I thought you would.
Go ahead, Matt.
Thanks, mate.
Dude, I always forget how much shit is on top of this mountain.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Access to fits and gun.
You remember this, or? If you go to the far left, it's the easiest. You can hug like a little.
I do remember this.
You can hug a little dirt line.
Cool.
Bath time. Go ahead, Jake. Will do. Theoretically, if it's pointing the right direction at least. You or me, Jake?
You, baby.
All right.
You can hang with him.
Resuming.
Okay. No, I want to hit conquer that coordinate. Alright. Yep, no worries.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Appreciate it.